This video's comment section is going to be interesting. 4 topics. I'll go through them quickly. Quality control. Share the stories. Sharing is caring. Caring for your fellow hobbyist. There's no reason to keep these QC issues on the down low, like privately communicated, because you're worried about relationships between me and other people. I do what I want to do, and if that's a problem for anybody, then I'll worry about that. You don't need to worry about that. So if it's got profanity or links, it'll be blocked because of my YouTube settings. I sleep in Japan time, so if you see it, think, oh, he blocked it. No, just wait. I'll put it up. I won't even give like advice. If you super personal attacks, I don't know if that's really necessary, but whatever. It's when you pay money, you get the right to say whatever the fuck you want. Sellers are responsible for issues related to shipping and promises of tracking and that kind of stuff. Quality control is a manufacturing issue, but if you pay money, you don't give a fuck. Whoever got your money needs to fix it. So I know that that's a kind of comes from 2 different directions, but at the end of the day, the burned person is the one that paid. So they don't give a fuck about who or why. So bring it on. And don't hesitate if I directed you towards something like that, because this is I sleep fine at night. The stuff I say I still like, but you got the right to disagree. And especially if you paid and you got fucked over, please leave the comment. Number 2 is money equals performance is a joke. So far underlined. To this point, the hunt for great stuff. This Sony IER Z1R is absolutely fantastic. It's an anomaly in its level of price. The Empire Ears Legend X, when I was listening to it yesterday with the Valkyrie, and I was realizing both of these are really not necessary in my library. And I would take the Urban Fun and the Belon 03 over the Empire Ears Legend X. With my library, looking at the music right here. Somebody said something about, oh, it's good for its price, but it's certainly not I don't know what transient fucking depth, height bullshit you're fucking talking about. You and all of the people like you. But listening to music, this set, the Urban Fun, and this set, the Belon, sounds better than that $2,000 set. I've got that for kind of image, I guess. I guess I'll just go full fucking naked right here and say I think I kind of kept that in my world because of fucking image. It's got a good rep, the company, which is weird. I'll do that in another video. They look beautiful. They do play music well, but that's not a special fucking thing when it came out or now. The competition is much stiffer. So they're beautiful, but they're not remotely worth their price. And I don't think that the Empire Ears Legend X sounds better than the Urban Fun or this. It's got too much fucking bass, man. Let's get to this thing right here. I didn't bash this in its own video because happiness is whatever you like, okay? And I'm not here to shit on people's happiness. That's why I don't go around saying this set sucks, that set sucks in other forums or other places, because I don't give a fuck. I don't go on Reddit. I don't go on other places to say something sucks, because I made that mistake once with the QKZ-VK4. I can't remember if that's the name. And then after I put the video up, I thought, big mistake, man. Who gives a fuck? It's $10. Big fucking mistake. I can't believe I did that. So the Belon is going in the S tier because it should have been in there. But I had this weird thing. And then yesterday when I was listening to Valkyrie, I was just totally amazed by it. How not good it was. And the Legend was a little better. These are both better than both of those. $60, $30. True fucking story. And if that graph was a ChiFi set, it would be fucking laughed at. And justifiably fucking so. 15 decibel elevation in the bass over the mids. Get the fuck out of here. For $1,600 or $800 in Japan. $1,800. It's fucking crazy. Holy fuck. So let's go one more time. Belon S tier. That didn't happen originally because of a embedded. I'm in this world, and that a $30 set could really, yeah, really, because the music says so. The transients and the fucking depths and the heights and all of your stuff, you can take it, pack it up in a bag and stick it in your fucking ass. The music that I listen to, like Bob Marley and Led Zeppelin and Tupac Shakur and all kinds of 70s stuff, and fucking Gordon Lightfoot and a lot of vocalists with their guitar. The Belon and the Urban Fund sound better than the Empire Ears Legend X and better than the Valkyrie. That's the music that says that. I don't give a fuck. The quality control is where this... The design is what the fuck? And quality control. And I've been talking about quality control myself to people for at least a year after the DM6 fiasco happened, because the version I got was excellent and people did not get that same set. And then it became more and more clear about the unit variation, and just the quality control was out the door, dead. Somebody in my Discord was talking about how this was going to go down the same route, and the DM6, I don't know, but I know between then and now I've said QC every time I talk about a new set. You know what? This will be a winner if, in QC. That's the fucking black swan that comes in and destroys all your dreams, man. Like, don't fuck around with that. You can't get back once that happens. That's the mark of death. People start talking about that stuff, but they don't listen. So I just showed you the Empire Ears was ChiFi. That would be DOA and laughed at, as it should be. 15 dB up in the... For that kind of money? Get the fuck out of here. I'll use EQ for that. Performance is a joke so far. The Sony seems to be the one that's the anomaly, and I fucking love Sony. But that's got nothing to do with it. They really did fucking nail it. That is an absolutely fantastic sounding set. I love it. I think it's absolutely amazing. And quality control. Share your stories. Quality control and communication stuff. This is feedback, people. If you can't take the fucking heat, then don't hang around the kitchen. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to be in the business to make money, get money, when there's a problem about that, you better be able to fucking deal with it. Don't take it personal. It's literally, it's nothing personal. It's strictly business. This is about money. If you're fucking with people's money, they're going to be pissed off, and then they're not going to bring their money to you next time, and you're going to lose future money. Why would anybody do that on purpose? So take care of the quality control, and if you're not the person that's building it, then tell the people that are building it, please pay attention to quality control, or we won't do business with you in the future. For our own reputation and for our own image, we must insist that more care be taken with the production of these items, that they match the ones that are promoted and reviewed. That's not unreasonable. Okay? So I'll let you guys go one more time in case you're coming in now. Well, who would do that? That's my brain. QC. Bring the stories. Share. Sharing is caring. Money equals performance. Absolute butt-ass fucking joke. If we're talking about music, we're talking about the ability to perceive the instruments and to clearly get the lyrics, and the vocalist sounds like you remember them. Normal. Stevie Nicks sounds like fucking Stevie Nicks, and Gordon Lightfoot sounds like Gordon Lightfoot, and the bass at the beginning of Violent Femmes, Please Do Not Go, sounds like it's supposed to. Then this set that's $30 and $60 is beating stuff that I'm buying and paying $2,000 for. The U18 is a fucking joke, and that they put that in that package is a joke. Yes, I'm beating that dead horse. What a fucking... That happens because people allow that. And I didn't put this Belon in S tier as the opposite, but it's contributing to that whole bullshit lie of the hobby. So I apologize to people that thought, why isn't that S tier? It should have been. This is me fucking up and failing and admitting to it. It's S tier now. I don't even know why it's minus. I'll fix that maybe later. And again, 10 dB bars right here. That would be a joke. If you saw that and someone said that's $150, you'd be like, it's too much bass for my taste, or like, where's the mids, man? You know what I mean? Anybody ever remember that commercial way back when? Where's the beef? It's like, where's the mids? Anybody who had no idea what set this was would be like, what the fuck? And if you said, oh, it's $1,000. I'm sorry, no, it's $1,600. You'd laugh. Yeah, but it's got a pearl shell on it. Look at the case. Fuck you. What am I going to listen to with that? Like, that's going to be a genre-specific set. It's not a joke. It's the hobby that we're in right now. That if that was made in China from a brand that you were not familiar with, you'd laugh at that, but it's made in fucking California, or I'm sorry, Georgia. That's somehow acceptable. That some people have this and they talk about it and how it plays their library back, and then these same people go and talk about transients. And timbre. Timbre we already talked about in another video. You know what I mean? It's like things happening around the same time and around the same frequencies, and your ability to separate them sonically because of the quality. Pretty much. And that's what the Belon does really, really well, and the Urban Fun does as well too. That frequency graph would prohibit that from taking place. Even if the mids were crossed over and taken care of correctly, your ear's ability to perceive them in that way would be diminished by the elevated by 15 dB bass. It wouldn't matter, the fucking crossovers. Your ears are your ears. You can't hear the mids over the din of the bass at that fucking elevation. That doesn't work. Car audio is the same. You fucking turn the gain up on your subs way. It doesn't matter if you paid fucking $2,000 for your separates. You're not going to hear them. They're there. They're physically there from totally separate drivers running off a totally separate amp, doing their fucking job, but you can't hear anything except the rattling of your fucking doors and your whole vehicle because of the gain on your fucking subs. Like that. It's a joke. So drop your quality control nightmare stories, please, and I'll read them. I'm not going to apologize to anybody because I didn't do anything wrong, but you got the right to talk about getting fucked. All right? So I'm out. You guys take care of yourselves. Like, literally, please take care of yourselves. And I'm out.